was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He observed thin slices of cork, and cell is a Latin word which means little room. Shape and size of cell is variable. It depends upon location and function of the cell. A cell has mainly three parts: cell membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. Cell membrane is the outermost covering. It is selectively permeable, and in the plant cell, outside the cell membrane, there is cell wall. Cell wall protects the internal content of the cell, and cell wall provides rigidity to the plant cell. Okay, children? So plant cells are rigid, whereas animal cells are flexible due to presence of cell membrane. So the outermost covering is cell membrane, and plant cell outermost covering is cell wall. Plant cell is present in cell wall is present in plant cell, bacteria and fungi. Now you will see, children, inside the cell membrane there is jelly-like structure that is known as cytoplasm. Okay, and in the cytoplasm there are small structures called cell organelle. You see, this is cell membrane, this one is cell membrane. In the center there is a round spherical body called nucleus, and outside the nucleus and inside the cell membrane there is cytoplasm. And you know, children, inside the cell membrane there is living structure called protoplasm. Okay, protoplasm, which is inside the cell membrane and outside the nucleus, is called cytoplasm, and protoplasm, which is in the nucleus, is called nucleoplasm. And in the cytoplasm many small structures are present called cell organelle. Mitochondria is the cell organelle that helps in cellular respiration, and it releases energy for different activity of the cell, so it is called powerhouse of the cell. Next cell organelle you have read, children, Golgi complex. It is sac-like structure stacked one over the other, and it helps in processing and packaging of material that is produced in the cell. Next cell organelle you have read, children, endoplasmic reticulum. It is tube-like structure. It is of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes on its surface, and it helps in protein synthesis. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in lipid synthesis. Okay, children? Now you will see that in the plant cell plastids are present. Plastids are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast helps in photosynthesis. Chromoplast imparts color to fruits, flowers and vegetables. And leucoplast helps in storage of starch, oil, protein, etc. So plastids are present only in plant cell. Then you have studied, children, that in the cytoplasm vacuoles are present, and vacuoles store excess water, and it also helps in storage of waste material. Okay, children? Now you will see that in the center there is a spherical body called nucleus, which is controlling center of the cell. And you have read, children, in the nucleus there is nucleoplasm, and in the nucleoplasm thread-like structures are present called chromosomes. Okay, chromatins condense and they form chromosomes. Okay, and these chromosomes are visible during cell division. You will see in the chromosomes genes are present that carry hereditary characters from parents to offspring. So you have read about all these cell organelles. Lysosome is called suicide bag, that is present in the animal cell, and in plant cell it is usually not present. Now you will see that the cilia and flagella are the small extensions on the cell membrane, and they help in locomotion, and they also help in collection of food. So you have seen about the cell organelle, nucleus, everything. Now you will see there are some differences between plant cell and animal cell. Animal cell has centrosome, whereas centrosome is absent in plant cell. Function of centrosome, it helps in cell division. Okay, and you will see next difference, plant cells are rigid whereas animal cells are flexible. Plant cells have plastids, whereas plastids are absent in animal cell. In the plant cell there is a large central vacuole, and in the animal cell there are small vacuoles. These vacuoles are temporary and less in number, whereas in plant cell you will see vacuoles are larger, permanent and more in number. Due to presence of vacuole in the center, large vacuole is present in the center in plant cell. The other organelles are pushed towards the periphery. So in the plant cell, nucleus is in the periphery, whereas in the animal cell, nucleus is in the center. This difference also you can mention. Now you will see different levels of organization. Okay, now cell is the level of organization, lowest level in your book, and many cells, they are grouped together, they perform a specific function and they form a tissue like nervous tissue. Okay, and when many tissues are grouped together to perform a specific function, group of tissue is called organ. Like heart is an organ, similarly kidney is an organ. So you have seen. Now many organs are grouped together to perform a specific function, and it is called organ system. Like digestive system, many organ systems are present: respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system, reproductive system, integumentary system. All these organ systems are present, and the group of organ system, they form organism. So these are all the levels of organization. Okay children, so tomorrow I will discuss question answer. Today once again you will revise this chapter thoroughly, and you will learn keywords, and you will also revise, you must know. Okay, thank you children.